This is my father, and this is the story of my father and me.
Salud.
My father was born in 1957. His name was Luis Gomez, but everyone called him El Molcas, a person whose name is ignored or simply not spoken. My father was a modern-day Christopher Columbus who traveled the seas far and wide with his friends in search of his next best picture and next great adventure. Which means that growing up, I didn't get to see him very much. And because of that, we didn't always get along. I was angry at him for who he was and what he did. Until I cheated on my first 3 girlfriends and realized how much we had in common. Once I recognized this, I knew things between us had to change.
If your dad died tomorrow morning, what regrets would you have around your dad?
That I haven't talked to him about my truth. I haven't had the conversation with him because I haven't seen him in person, and I feel like it'll
Okay, so
probably be...
with respect, that's bullshit, because here's a couple of things. Number one is you're making an assumption that your uncle is right, that your dad's a stone. No human being has ever been made of stone. You're also telling yourself a story that the reason you haven't shared your truth is because you haven't seen him physically. You and I both know that's bullshit when you really sit with that long enough. Because here's the thing, when it comes down to it, it's never money, it's never time, and it's never miles or kilometers, ever. If you go deeper, there's always another bigger, wider, deeper reason. So if one of your regrets is that I wish my dad would acknowledge that he put me in an unfair position to be his friend and not his child. I wish I would have had the courage to tell my dad my truth, regardless of how he may or may not take it. You didn't tell him 19 years ago. You're not telling him today. Nothing to do with his heart. It's because you're scared shitless that he will reject you or see you in a way that you don't want to be seen. Or he will unsee you.
After I heard this, everything changed.
Échale gana, mi vida.
We got to spend another year together after his diagnosis. I reminded him that it was safe to love and to be loved. And he reminded me that it's never too late to change.
Nico, no soporto el agua templada. Te voy a... Bueno, sé que es bueno que... Para no calentar el agua. Hazlo, mira. Vete, paz. Bueno, si está caliente, vente. Para tu mente te está diciendo que no tienes ganas. No pasa nada. Es frío nada más. Es frío nada más. Sí puedes.